are back, and for today's episode, it is going to be very special. We are going to talk about Budde. Who is Budde? Well, some would say that he is the most decorated Magic player of all time. Some may argue that he is the greatest player of all time. Some would simply say that he just dominates because he really did. So, I put 5 categories to better understand his greatness: longevity, consistency, creativity, competition, and accomplishments. Let's get right to it. Longevity. He started playing in 94, honed his skills, and realized his potential by 98, where he qualified for his first Pro Tour, and at this time, he's already bagging Grand Prix wins and top 8 finishes. His dominance lasted for about 7 years. That is impressive nonetheless, at the top of their game for that long. So playing for 7 years at a high level is no joke, but to be the best and win it all is no small feat. Have you heard of the saying, Kai doesn't lose on Sundays? To elaborate this, Pro Tours and Grand Prix finals are always being held on Sundays, which means if you made it to the finals, then you are most likely facing the German Juggernaut. And the rest of it, as we all know it, is history. Let's put it this way. He dominates on every level. Nationals, Grand Prix, Pro Tours, Worlds, he won it all. But also, some would argue that competition is weak during his time. But isn't that the same argument that people use in basketball wherein they're comparing different eras? Just saying. So let's just say that he is like Shaq and MJ, one of a kind and definitely ahead of their time. Because he understands the game better than anybody else. That shouldn't be a fault, right? Oh, one more thing. Does John Finkel rings a bell? Because he also played in that era. As for his creativity, during this time, there is no such thing as the internet. Meaning, you can't go to your computer, open Google, search for something, and in a few seconds you got your answer. Nope, that's not happening back in the days. So no net decking and no Google. Sorry, average players. You also probably don't know all the cards because there are no spoilers to look for. What you have is just your imagination, and yes, you do have to study. And you probably need to travel a lot because you need to have a better grasp of the meta and the competition. However, the payoff is good. Like, if you're the one who built the format-breaking deck, or discovered a badass turn 1, turn 2 kill, then you'll probably win it all. So with all that being said, you should already have an idea about this man's creativity. And for our last category, accomplishments. The most decorated of them all, the one who win it all and win it the most, the one with records that still stands to this day. So what's in his trophy cabinet? He won the Nationals, won Grand Prix 7 times, and top 8 15 times. Still not impressive? How about he won the Worlds twice? That should put you on the map, right? Still no? Okay, how about this? He top 8 the Pro Tours 10 times and won 7 times. Okay, let that sink in. I'll give you time. Okay. He won 5 of his 7 Pro Tour championships in just 2 years. If that's not total domination, I don't know what is. 5 Pro Tours out of his 7 in just 2 years. To better understand how absurd this record is, no other player has won the Pro Tour more than 3 times. And he is the only player to win back-to-back Pro Tours. No one has ever done it since. And to top it all off, the icing on the cake, he won Pro Tour Player of the Year 4 times. 3 of it consecutive. So what do you think? Is he the greatest player of all time?
Hello, Kai.
Hey.
Hi, my name's Will. It's a pleasure to meet you. You're probably one of the, if not the all-time great Magic player.
One of the two, yeah. One of the two.
Yeah. Would you call yourself the best?
The other one.
No.
Oh, you're the other one?
In Magic, you can't really say someone is the best.
Yeah.
Like, when I was playing a lot, I was probably the best. When John Finkel was playing a lot, he was the best. When Nassif was afterwards playing a lot, he was the best.
Yeah.
You can't really compare it.
So you rotate.
Yeah, like, the game is just changing too much.
Yeah.
I mean, if we all just actually were super dedicated and played at the same time, then you could make a judgment. But that really never happens.
For sure.
So the game always talks about you and John, right, being the best 2 players. Did you feel any extra motivation when John won his Pro Tour after making the Hall of Fame?
No, not at all.
No?
I don't think there's a best Magic player because Magic is changing so much. Like Magic before Moto especially was completely different. And like John was the best Magic player of his period, and I think I was the best Magic player of my period. And then there was other best players, and now it might be NSV or it might be Brett Nelson, but like I don't like the game changed. Like in chess, you can say, okay, this guy was the best ever, but like Magic is evolving too much to just say this guy is the best because you can't compare what John did to what I did or to what Brett Nelson's doing right now. It's just too different, I think.
Now, if you like this video, for now though, see you again on the next episode. Ciao.